Okay, so something else that Bill Nye said in the debate is evolution makes predictions and creation doesn't. We'll take a look at a lot of evolution predictions and creation predictions as I go through my talk. So just as an example, and we do, on our radio show, we do what we call list shows, like the list of not so old things. Now we've got a show that we call list of predictions, of creation predictions. And you can go see those at any time on our website, and you can listen to the, once a year we'll have a list show, we'll cover that same topic. But some of the famous ones, like when I first saw Bob Enyart before we became friends, I saw a debate that he had with Eugenie Scott back in 1998. And he had asked her, what are your 3 best evidences for evolution? She only mentioned 1. She didn't mention 3. She mentioned 1, and it was junk DNA. And Bob said at that time, I predict that over time we will find that junk isn't junk DNA. So we all know that that's been proven true, right? That there's no junk DNA. I don't have to show a slide on that. You can go check on the internet, check secular sources. There's no junk. The junk DNA is pretty much gone. Excuse me. Another great prediction that a lot of creationists might be familiar with is when Dr. Russell Humphreys made his magnetic field predictions of different planets' magnetic fields, the magnetic field strengths. And then the Voyager and Messenger satellites later on proved those. So he published those predictions in a creation magazine, and then the data came in several years later, and it confirmed his predictions and totally contradicted the scientific community completely. The Hubble deep field images would look like nearby galaxies. That was one we predicted, and sure enough, when the Hubble deep field images came in, we saw galaxies with the spiral arms, and they shouldn't have those spiral arms anymore if they're really old, right? Because Newton's laws, the stars wind up be like a clock screw, you shouldn't have it. The evolutionists call that the winding up problem. So we got tons more on the show. I'll highlight a few as we go through here. So this one in March 2012, we had an article in our hands on this lake that they found in Antarctica. They discovered it, and it was 2 miles under the surface. So now, because it's so far down, they think it's been sealed off, and there's been 15 million years have gone by. So what a great laboratory experiment for evolution, okay? Because 15 million years have gone by. They claim we evolved from a chimp-like creature 5 million years ago. So this is 3 times longer than when they claim that we evolved from a simian ancestor, okay? So they're expecting to find all kinds of evolution, all kinds of adaptation into that environment that fits the evolutionary paradigm. So we made a prediction that they're just going to find everyday life in that lake. So here we go, July 7, 2013. This gets published. They finally had a look at all this stuff, and here's what they found. I'll show you an excerpt from the article. Sometimes this thing's a little finicky. Okay. Many of the species we sequenced are what we would expect to find in a lake. Most of the organisms appear to be aquatic, freshwater, and many species that usually live in the ocean or lake sediments. All they found were modern-day life forms. That's an evolutionary prediction that did not come true, and a creation prediction that did come true.